Our topic today is the story of the disappearance of the child Keshia. Bring a cup of tea or your favorite drink and let's get started. The case of the murder of the child Keshia Abraham is one of those big cases that shook public opinion in Europe, not only because Keshia was not 6 years old when she was killed, but also because of the identity of her killers, who is considered her closest relative, her mother and husband. Keshia Abraham is an Australian child, born in Sydney in 2004 but her mother worked in nightclubs, and Keshia's real father had abandoned her mother before the child was 4 years old, and the lady married another man and lived with them at home, and the innocent girl used to call him dad. All of the above is normal and happens a lot, but what is not normal is that the child goes to bed one night as usual, but in the morning when her mother goes to wake her, she does not find her in bed. Rather, there is no evidence that the child has spent the night in it. Basically, after the mother and her husband searched a lot for the child, and for 5 days, she was desperate to reach her as she claimed, and she called the police to help her search for the child. Indeed, the police began searching for any trace or evidence that would guide them to what happened to the girl, but without any results. After 4 days, a woman called the police and did not identify herself, and told them that she saw a woman who had the gift of seeing things in her dreams, and that she had seen the body of the child Keshia in the dream in a place she guided them to. And because the police were trying to find the child as soon as possible, some of their members went to the place which I mentioned related to the surprise. The police found the body of a dead girl near this place, but the initial examination revealed that it could not be Keshia, because the body belonged to a young girl and not a 6-year-old girl. After investigations, the police discovered that the girl had been killed by a drug dealer. The girl was trying to buy some narcotics from him, so he raped her and then killed her so that she would not go to the police to report him. The police have solved the mystery of the girl's murder, but until that moment, Keshia's disappearance was still a mystery. But in fact, that call from the lady made the police change the way they searched, as they were initially looking for the living child Keshia. But then the police put the possibility that the girl had been killed was taken into account, and they began searching for the poor girl's body. The case lasted open for about a year. Then the police spokesman came out to blow the surprise and inform the public about what happened to the child Keshia. Investigations proved that the girl's real father had made a life insurance policy for a large amount, and that her stepfather had coveted this amount. So he agreed with the mother to kill the girl to get the money, and indeed they carried out the crime and threw the body in a far place in the middle of the trees. After this conclusion, the mother collapsed and said that she did not know how she participated in doing this, and she and her husband were tried, and they were sentenced to life imprisonment. And they were imprisoned, and after several months, and due to the feeling of remorse, the mother committed suicide in prison, while her murderer husband is still in prison until now. The end. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.